Dear learners, today's lecture is about the role of animation and graphics in digital production. I am Dr. Atul Sinha at AJK Mass Communication Research Center, Jamia Millia Islamia. Animation can explain whatever the mind of man can conceive. These are the words of the great animation pioneer Walt Disney. Graphics and animation dates back to the earliest days of human when they first tried to capture a living being in their cave paintings, with overlapping lines depicting a creature in motion. In the recent decades, there have been an exponential development and advancement that are so rapidly transforming that we are in fact living in it. It evolves as we speak. Before we go any further, let's define what animation and graphics are. Animation is created using a sequence of images. When played in continuous motion, it forms an illusion of motion. It works on the principles of persistence of vision by Peter Mark Roget in 1924, where he investigated an illusion of motion created by watching the spokes of rapidly moving tires through a vertical aperture. An image is retained on the human eye or the retina for about 1/16th of a second. When a series of images are passed in the front of our eyes, our mind perceives them as single image in motion. Films that we see in the cinema also works on the same principle, although animation is the precursor to cinematography or cinema as we say, which started with shadow puppetry, the magic lantern, and led to invention of various devices and displayed animated images. The basic principle which separates animation from film is that animation each frame is shot separately and what is being shot defines the technique being used. Whereas in cinema, one shoots continuous frames. Graphics are visuals, design or images on a surface, such as paper, wall, canvas, digital graphics are pictorial representation of data. They are template or still frame of an animated sequence. And they can include images, text, graphics, or other various input devices. Graphics in the digital production can be divided into two categories, that is, raster image or bitmap image or vector images. Raster images are composed of pixels, also known as PEL, dots, or picture elements. It is the smallest controllable element of a digital raster based image. Vector graphics are based on mathematical expressions. It uses 2D point located polygons to create images. Now, some of the common vector files or formats are PDF, SVG, and EPS. More commonly known raster file formats are PNG, JPG, and GIF. If we zoom into a raster based image, we can see the entire image is created with tiny pixels or square boxes of different colors. But if we zoom into a vector based image, we won't see any such boxes or curves or lines, as it is based on a mathematical expression. Now we'll discuss the technical advancements in the field of animation and graphics. Technical advancements have always facilitated development in graphics and animation. From early optical illusion toys such as Thaumatrope, Phenixtoscope, Zoetrope, Flipbook, to the current digital technological advancements which have evolved animation from two-dimensional format to a three-dimensional to a stereoscopic 3D image, and also augmented and virtual reality, which is the new current medium. These evolutions have provided new set of tools to the graphic artists, designers and animators such as digital pen, motion capture and digital sculpting tools. Animated sequences can now be seen in all kind of digital productions such as video games, televisions, films, documentaries and much more. It was during the 1980s that new technology became more accessible and use of computer graphics processing software and hardware became mainstream. This evolution has not taken over the traditional way of animating things, which was hand-drawn or shot frame by frame, but they coexist and often cross over each other's path, wherein amalgamation of both is required. Pixar Animation Studio was the first company that released a feature-length computer-generated animation, The Toy Story, in 1995. This gave a momentum to the animation film industry, and more studios started producing animated films and live-action films with virtual characters. Overall, it has significantly improved the end result and opened up new possibilities such as combining live actors with virtual computer graphic generated characters, such as the character Golem in the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Bengal tiger in the Life of Pi. Both were virtual characters and had an important role in the movie. Now we will discuss the various areas where graphics animation have become an inherent part of the digital production. We'll start first with credits, which are a crucial part of a production. Opening credits and closing credits are a list of crew and cast involved in the production. Usually, end credits list the entire team, whereas opening credits list the name of the producer, production company, director, and the main cast. In digital production, typically name appears in white or black background with no dialogues and only music. This list appears in various ways such as still or static flipped from page to page, single list of scroll from bottom of the screen to the top. Although this is a standard practice, but often these credits have drawing, illustrations, animated characters, bloopers, scenes of making, etc. Credits at times are much more than just text. They are specially commissioned to animators, directors, and graphic artists. For an example, in 2007 film Tare Zameen Par, the opening credits were specially commissioned by to Dhimant Vyas, an animator, where Vyas used claymation for opening credits, representing the main protagonist's imagination. Similarly, in 2004 Hum Tum, the opening credit introduced both protagonists as cartoons characters. The sequence was directed by animator Kirit Khurana. Now we come to the second input, titling. Titling can be divided into two subcategories, subtitling and supertitling. Subtitling are the text from the screenplay or from transcript of the dialogues or commentary. These are usually at the bottom of the screen but are moved at the top, left or right if something crucial is getting overlapped due to the text. Many films are subtitled into different languages for distribution and are even specially created for the DVD, Blu-ray and television broadcasting. If the subtitles are catered for the deaf and dumb, they are referred to as closed caption in many countries. There are specialized softwares for creating subtitles. The professional subtitler creates subtitles and even designate the position, style, color for better readability, and the final version is exported as a separate file. Some of the common subtitle formats are .srt, .sub, .jss and .ssf, whereas super subtitles are used in live productions and are projected live as transcribed translated text of lyrics and dialogues. Rotoscoping, a technique patented by Max Fleischer in 1917. In rotoscoping, animators trace live action movement frame by frame, though now there are specialized softwares for this, where one can digitally mask points and frames and rotoscope by computer, though at times this fail and an animator has to trace each frame by frame. For an example, in 2013 film Chennai Express, the entire train sequence was shot in the studio, and later all the scenes out of the window and long shots of the environment were rotoscoped and composed. Next category, matte painting. Matte painting is a painted landscape used for recreation of an environment that is not present in the shoot. Usually shooting is done in front of large green screen matte painting and later animated and added in post-production. Matte painting have been used excessively in 2015 film Bahubali. Earlier, glass paints painted black were used to block the light from reaching the camera, Since the segment of film is not exposed, the later was reshot to add the special effects. George Miles used this technique in many of his films to a great illusion. In 1898, he used this technique in his film Four Heads Are Better Than One. Crowd simulation. It is a dynamic technique where a large number of characters are simulated with movement. Major characteristics of crowd simulation is to move crowd realistically with human behavior and dynamics. This can be seen in the 2008 film Jodha Akbar. Crowd simulation was extensively used, although it was painstakingly executed, as during this time, softwares like Army or such features were not present in Nuke or Maya, the softwares which are used for crowd simulation. Crowd simulation was instrumental in the war sequences and march sequences. This was executed and produced by Tata Elxsi, Mumbai. For Jodha Akbar, match moving. It is a cinematic technique that permits to add computer generated graphics into live action. Match moving involves tracking the exact movement of the physical camera present in the shoot so that it can be later replaced with an identical virtual camera to enable insertion of computer generated shots. The process of match move involves various steps. To start with, tracking, where specific points are tracked in the footage and are locked on to follow multiple frames using complex algorithms. These trackers, once created, can be used to calculate 3D information. Calibration. This second step is for solving 3D motion. This is achieved by narrowing down the possible solution by inverse projection of 2D path of the camera. Reconstruction. This process involves reconstruction of 3D objects based on the information collected in the first two processes, enabling the projection of a virtual object onto a surface. Front projection effect. It is used for combining pre-filmed animated backgrounds footage with live shot. The background is projected onto a two-way mirror which reflects the image onto a highly reflective surface which is placed behind the character in the front. This technique reduces the use of digital post effects and green screen and provides a real background for the actor to interact. Chroma key. It is a visual effect compositing technique where an actor or an anchor is shot in front of a blue or green screen. The color is then keyed out of a live or during post-production to add a virtual live background. It is the most common technique which is used in newsrooms these days and especially for weather forecast segment. Green and blue screen are the most common colors which are used for chroma keying as these colors are not found in the human skin tones. Prior to this advanced technique in digital production, double exposure and optical printing were used to create similar visual effect graphically. In order to correctly shoot a green screen or a blue screen, good lighting plays an important role, as shadows are a strict no when it comes to chroma key. Some of the best examples of chroma key in Hindi cinema are Chennai Express, Once Upon a Time in Mumbai, Bhag Milkha Bhag, Reddy, Ravan and Madras Cafe. Using chroma key significantly reduces the cost of production. Motion capture. Motion capture is also known as mocap. It is a process of recording the movement of an actor, object and transfer that information to a virtual character or an object. Optical method is the most common method to record motion by placing various markers onto the actor. Other method is non-optical method where it captures the inertia of the space and mechanical movement in the area. This is used for capturing facial movement of an actor, where instead of placing tiny blue balls onto the face, dots are painted onto the face of the actor. This process also records the movement of the camera, which can later be translated while editing the final piece Now, some of the disadvantages of motion capture is that it can't capture motion which defies the laws of physics. Traditional animation principles such as squash and stretch can only be added in the post. It is not cost effective for small production.